Hi, now this is me again. Now, one thing I want to share, some just things that have always been very amazing and interesting for me, and just want to share with you because I have been one who's really been disrupting a lot of things. And this video, as I do it, it's just a chat I want to have with you. And hopefully, from this video, you can go sit down and have a moment with yourself. Think about the things that you're buying into today, the things that you've been doing. And the one thing that has been very interesting for me is just to discover and ask now, your life seems to buy so many things from others. It could be your friends, it could be your family, it could be your spouse, your children. But the one thing I have always questioned and asked is, how is someone else an expert of my life? Now think about it. From when we're kids, from when we're born, we're told when to sleep, when to eat, when to cry, when to shower. And interestingly, that has been all that we've been guided into. There's always some figure who's probably more mature than us. That could be a teacher, a mentor, a parent, who seems to know what best serves us. And this is where I beg to ask, now how does anyone, apart from me, know what I need when I need it? How does somebody know how I need to respond in a certain circumstance or situation in my life? Now, I am hurting. I am sad. How does somebody tell me not to be sad? Because how are they in me? How do they know what I need? And amazingly, we have believed them. You're told when to eat. And I'm a parent, and I know this has been a big one for me. We fight with our kids, forcing them to eat. And the child tells you they don't want to eat. And because we have watched what has happened before us, we watched our parents beat us to eat. Like, I'm one who was never a good eater. I'm a very picky eater. And I really disturbed my parents. I was one who would keep food in my mouth and it would pour out. And guess what? My kids are the same. And I know my kids, the first kids, I have 4 kids. It took a while for me to get here, where I would force food down their throat, until the point of awakening for me. And now I ask, my last one, she's 5. And she tells me, Mom, I'm not hungry. And I'm like, yeah, fine. When she's hungry, she'll eat. Because she knows her stomach best. I don't know what she needs. She knows it best. And it's best for me to begin to help her understand she should not ignore her feelings. She knows her feelings. And I want to encourage her to follow her feelings, because her feelings lead her to what her need is. And this is the question I beg. How does somebody know I need to eat? Because we're told, yes, you wake up in the morning, you need to eat. It's breakfast time, eat. Lunch, eat. Dinner, it's dinner time, eat. Who says we have to eat? Somebody, it worked for them there. Now, today, I have 2 meals in a day. And sometimes I eat 1 meal. Because the one thing I have learned is to listen to my body. My body knows when it needs food. Eating, we don't eat to live. We don't live to eat. We eat to live. So my body asks what it needs, and I honor it by giving it then. I do not eat at breakfast time because we're told to eat at breakfast time. I do not eat at lunch, and I do not eat at dinner, and there's tea time. I eat when my body is hungry, when it asks me to give it food. Because it doesn't mean it's lunchtime that I'm hungry. I listen and I honor my body. And I can tell you, this has been a life changer for me. Many people have fought me. Pauline, you're just one hard person. We don't get you. You never eat. Why don't you eat? You're not strong enough. I'm like, whoa, how do you know I'm not strong just because I don't eat when all of you are eating? Makes me weaker? No. Why are you eating? Are you hungry? No, but it's lunchtime. I'm like, so you're not hungry, but it's lunchtime and you're eating. Somebody gave you this belief that at lunchtime you need to eat, and you've never stopped to listen to your body and honor yourself. Now, these are the things that I want you to test yourself. Listen, honor your body. Your feelings lead you to the need that you have, and that allows you to be more compassionate to yourself. That allows you to be your own expert. Only you know what you need in your life. Remember, my life, only I know what I need. And when you follow your instinct, when you follow your truth, then you discover more about you. You own your power. You change your life because you now no longer buy into the ways of the world. You become your own best teacher. You become your own expert. And that's the only way your life will be transformed. That's the only way you will experience more of who you are than what you've bought into. You're powerful, you're magnificent, you're limitless. But you can only find that by you shaking off a lot of what you have bought into and just walking out there and listening more. All that you need is within you, but you can only find it if you unlearn many of the things that were given to us from a place of, I guess, that's the best they knew, that worked for them, but doesn't necessarily mean it will work for you. So my friend, please take a step to go within and find yourself, find what works for you, and create your own ways of life, your own rules that serve you. You deserve that. The world is waiting for you, because by you stepping and finding what works for you, only then will you become more creative. Only then will you find more things that will probably change another being somewhere, because you were courageous enough. You were strong enough to honor yourself. Peace and love. Bye.